Hey, Craig here, Diggs Rod Shop. How you doing today? Follow me down the shop here. But before I go down there, look what I got in my hand. I've got me a t-shirt, and I'm building me a t-shirt cannon so I can shoot some of these at the Eddyville Raceway Park, some of these events coming up. But stay tuned, because I'll do a video on how I build that cannon. Follow me. I've got some things I want to show you down in the shop today. A little bit of an update. So we've got a car in here from last week. These folks brought this in. They've owned this car since it was brand spanking new. It's got less than 40,000 miles on it. Anyway, it's their baby, and we're taking care of it for them. This is a T-Top Cutlass Supreme, and if you come around to the backside here, we pulled the bumper off because we're going to put new filler panels back here. So those were just one of those things back in the 80s that, and 70s, you know, they started going to plastic, and that was kind of one of the first things to fail. So we've got new ones for them. We'll get those fit, we'll get those painted, and we'll get those installed. Flip around here. Got the Charger back. And again, guys, I'm not getting on him, but he drives this thing. There is no doubt about it. And it's in the rain sometimes too. We're still working on that fuel system. And what we found out, the sending unit in this thing, just a bad sending unit. So we can't tell how much fuel is actually in the car. So anyway, unfortunately, it ran out of fuel. That's how we figured it out. Anyway, we've got one on the way. We're going to get that thing fixed. Follow me on into the other room. Say hi, Cassidy.
Hi, Cassidy.
All right, what are you working on today here?
Well, we're trying to get the seat mounted in.
Bring it on here. I want to show you something that he's actually working on. Look inside there. You can kind of see the seat mount. I know that's what he's working on right there. Check that out. Diggs Rod Shop. This is backwards because this gets covered right here. But when you open this up, you look straight in. You'll see that one right there. And from the other side, you look this way and you'll see this one. So that's just kind of a nice little touch for Diggs Rod Shop.
Yeah, the other two trucks, the seat's a little bit higher than we wanted, so I'm trying to figure out how to lower this one. This floor pan isn't flat in this truck like most of them, so
yep.
I got to figure out whether we want to either cut the floor here or change the mounting points a little bit so we can get the seat to sit like I want. But
so that's what you're trying to figure out right now, yeah. Amongst putting them little brackets in there too. This is a Wise Guy seat, by the way, and that's what we use, and they tip up, but we do modify them quite a little bit by the time we get them. So shout out to Wise Guys.
The back piece is flat on these cabs, but for some reason this one kind of dips downhill. So
this is Premier.
Mounting a little
bit. It's Premier. Street Rods built this cab for us here. Now we've had this cab for about 3 years, I'd say.
Probably.
Yeah, sorry. We'll get them. We don't get our stuff done in a timely manner, but we do get everybody else's stuff done.
Why this one ain't getting done because everybody else
working on everybody else. So yep. All righty. Well, I'm gonna leave you alone and let you stay at it. So
all righty.
Follow me around here. I know what you guys are thinking. What's the F100 doing here? Well, it was supposed to be at Indianapolis at Mecum Auction to sell, and a week ago Wednesday they picked it up. Thursday, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Me, Cassidy, Shane, and Merle are down there, and I get a call from Mecum Auction, and it was one of those very somber calls that they didn't want to make, but they told me that my truck came loose in their trailer. And follow me and I'll show you what it did to it. So you look down here on the side, and you can see the rocker panel. I can put some pictures up in the corner there. It just kind of made them sick too that it happened, but it's an accident. This stuff happens. So with that said, they called me, told me what happened, wanted to know what I wanted to do, and I said, well, bring it back to the shop. I mean, this is a tri-coat candy. It's a house of colors, 5 coats of candy on this thing. You're just not going to fix it and blend it and get it ready for that Indy sale. It just wasn't going to happen. So I said, well, bring it back. I'll get it fixed, and we'll go from there. And that's what we're doing right now. So we've got a little, you know, right there, it got into the back side of the door, just a hair, not a big deal. And you can see it got into back here. This is the part that I don't think that they caught when we had it in the air. You can see where it scraped it underneath here. So anyway, we've got it repaired. And, oh, what do you say? We just have to fix it. That's all there is to it. So no sense crying over spilled milk or scratched paint. We'll get it fixed and we'll get it back to them. So follow me on in here. I want to really give you guys an update on this Avante, because this thing is coming right around here. Let's see. I'm going to come around this way. We'll get Shane in the picture there while he struggles with putting the glass in it. But you can now see we've got the windshield in it. Now he's getting the side glass in it here with the vents, with the new seals. Got the side glass in it here, the back windows in it, and the upholstery. Come on around, just keep looking in there. And you can kind of see he's working on the window regulators and the side glass and the door panels. I mean, this car, I will tell you, has just been one of those cars that takes way more than the average automobile. Being fiberglass that it is, very low number of how many they actually built, and you know, Studebaker's just non-existent to this day, you know, anyway. But I will tell you, Avante Bob, he has been a lifesaver for us, there's no doubt about it, so shout out to him. He's helped us quite a little bit with this car and all the parts that we've been looking for. So anyway, with the update, this thing's getting really, really close. We've even got the back seat in there, and I will tell you, flip around and I'm going to show you that back seat again. One of the notorious things on these particular cars, what we found out is that back window leaks almost on every one of them. When it leaks, it gets into that back seat and it just ruins the springs. So what's had to happen is we've had to figure out, A, can we get a set of springs for it, which they don't make a reproduction, and we couldn't find an original set in another car because they're all rotten. So Cassidy has reconstructed that whole back seat, that lower portion, out of very, very dense foam. So you can see, I mean, it's just going to be really nice and it's going to be functional. That's how you fix that. So looking good. Little steaming going to go on there to take some of the wrinkles out of it, but other than that, that thing's looking awesome. Check this thing out. Man, we must have had some driving rain last night. It rained cats and dogs in like buckets, that's for sure. But there's that 70 Barracuda convertible. You don't see very many of these cars, guys, I can tell you, but here we have all these parts and we're getting ready to send those to our blaster. Hopefully this week they'll get out there and then we'll send it over into the body area. Speaking of the body area, follow me because these guys are just nailing it. So you guys remember me talking about this thing being over into the fabrication area, and it had new quarter panels on it, new sheet metal just all over the thing. One of the things I will tell you, sheet metal never really fits 100%. It just doesn't. And so when you get it into the body area, you've got in the fab area, you've got everything fit and finished and all the gaps and everything. But when it gets over here, when you start priming it and blocking on it, you start finding the highs and the lows. And you can see that in behind me. We use a little bit of filler, not much, just to bring everything back up to snuff. So you've got Adam over there working on that. Come on back here. Brad's putting a product on the car right now that stays shiny. If you look at it, it's starting to dry up a little bit, but this is how he finds all the highs and the lows. This car is going to be black, and so it has to be laser straight. So what's that product called?
Wax and grease remover.
That's what that is right there. But yeah, you do have a product that you put on it just to kind of show the sheen that it's actually going to have before it goes in. So if you're waxing and de-waxing, de-greasing, you're getting ready, aren't you? Just say yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, there you go. It's just say yes. Yeah. Follow me around. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this car. I mean, it is blocked, and you can see how he's layered the primer on this thing, especially around the emblems where they go. This thing is just about ready for paint. Looking good, Brad. Woo, I want to see it black. That's what I want to see it. Follow me just over to the window of the paint booth. I can actually take you in because I thought maybe JJ was in there. Follow me on in here. Hey, JJ. Good. So you guys remember that international cab that we had out there that was getting all the fabrication work done on it? JJ's now got all the rockers done, and he's built new quarter panel or corners for this thing down here on the lower quarter. I will tell you, they don't make such a thing for these international pickups, so he had to make it himself. And I've got some pictures, put them up in the top left-hand corner, right-hand corner, depending where Lucas puts them. But with that said, that's all now new sheet metal. This thing's in epoxy. It's got the new roof on it. And I will tell you guys, they don't make a roof for these trucks either. We used a 1979 Ford pickup roof on this and cut it down, and it was the most economical way to go. With that said, we had to do a little bit of hammering and dialing, but it wasn't too bad, and it fit right in here. Come on onto the inside here, you can see. If you you look up in the corner, you can see where he welded it in. He's got a little bit of seam sealer in there now. You can see both sides. So that thing fit in there pretty nice. It's all welded in. It's all sealed up in there. So that thing should just last forever. With that said, we'll get this out of here. And it's going to go back on the frame. And I know we've got several other pieces that go with it, between hood and fenders and doors that we have to match up at this point. And we'll get the box in here also, and we'll get it going. And we'll get it painted for the customer too. Follow me. JJ, what are you working on there? Woo. You got some color for me? Can I see that just for a second? All right. Remember what I said about the F100? We got to fix that thing, and that's tri-coat candy, and that's going to be a hard one to blend. But we're trying to come up with the color right now. That's what he's working on right there. So I'll have those here just in a little bit. You're going to throw some clear on those. Let me put that back there for you. All right, come on over here, guys and gals, because I know there's some ladies out there that watch. We're over here on the 69 Plymouth Super Bee, and I'm going to bother Aaron just a little bit. How's it going today?
It's going good. How are you?
Pretty good. Doing pretty good. So, Aaron, tell me a little bit about what we had to do to this car. The customer come in for some, for a few things that he wanted done to it, and then it kind of snowballed a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, they always kind of snowball, but we was finding a couple extra things that the customer didn't realize that needed to be fixed. Right off the bat, we took the motor out, dressed it up, fixed some oil leaks on it.
Right, new seals and new gaskets in it.
Different
You bet.
oil pan.
Okay.
Transmission the same way. Does have a 4-speed new clutch in it.
We even modified the shifter. Yeah, that shift linkage. I knew that was kind of
real bad. It was
all over. You think that was original to the car? I mean, I know it was original to the car, but it was original linkage and everything, so it needed bushings.
Yes,
there's no doubt about it. So.
We put bushings in the Z-bar and all that stuff too. So
what do you got?
Holy snipers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you got hiding underneath this thing right here?
It's gonna be a fuel injection. So,
yeah, that's really cool.
A big block 440 fuel injection.
Yeah, you're getting familiar with that sniper injection, aren't you?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know if it really adds. I've watched a few videos on the efficiency behind, is it, fuel injection going to Holley Sniper or carburation. I think you do pick up between 10 and 13% in maybe the power area. I could be wrong on that, but the efficiency behind this injection makes the big deal right there.
Yeah.
So.
And I think a lot of people are going to them just to the ease of it. They don't
Yeah.
want to mess with the carburetor.
Oh.
You enter the key and
My little coupe is still carbureted, and I'm going to tell you, that's got a brawler on there, and that brawler is a pretty darn good carburetor. I mean, you hit the throttle one time and hit the key, and it's running, and it's very, very dependable, I would say that. So, well, with that said, so we've done some transmission work, we've done some linkage work, we've got a new oil pan on it. When I saw that oil pan when we had it in the air, that thing was kind of beat. I know it was original. It'd been welded on and ground on and fixed on, that's for sure.
Fixed a few times,
yeah.
So.
You think you've been jumping bridges with it or something? No, I'm just kidding. So, anyway, with that said, what else we got going on this car?
We got Dakota Digital going in it.
That's right.
Buster.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just finishing some wiring on that, getting everything.
Well, that takes a little bit too, because that Dakota Digital is kind of a standalone unit for itself, and you got to match up all those sending units to make sure that's going to work.
We actually had to change the water housing on this one, so we could run 2 temperature sensors.
Yeah, come on in here and check this thing out.
The original one was going to be a real pain to put 2 sending units.
Yeah, so this thing's set up so you've actually got 3 sending units in this thing. One, let's see, is that 2 for Dakota Digital and 1 for?
1 for Sniper, 1 for Dakota Digital, and then we have an oil pressure for the digital.
Gotcha. Woo, that's cool. Well,
all electronic.
And all electronic. And you only know that if you start working on this stuff, isn't that right?
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. Giving us an update on this 69 Super Bee. It's a good-looking car, that's for sure. And hey, Jeff Anyway, shout out to you for bringing that car back to us. We did Jeff's Gold 3100 series pickup too, so you guys can see that on our website. It's one of the 3 of those trucks that sit up there by our side. So with that said, this is Craig, Diggs Rod Shop. Make sure you like and subscribe our videos. We'll keep bringing them to you. And I'm going to start an Eddyville Raceway Park, the drag strip that I bought. I'm going to start a YouTube channel for that. I'll give you guys updates on there when that comes too. But until then, I'm signing out. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.